Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. We are back. It's been a long time since we've been back fully. This is the first game of the Premier League season, and I'm pretty excited for this game. I was until I saw the lineup, and now I'm a bit apprehensive. I guess is the right word to say, and I'm sure that some of you guys are also feeling that way after seeing, what has gone down in terms of our starting lineup. In terms of the Fulham starting lineup, which we'll get into in a second here, it's pretty close to what I expected them to play. I will say both of their new summer signings are in starting 11, so that's fun. We are also making two debuts, obviously that being Rogers and Lacroix. But before I forget, because I always will, I always do forget this, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
And you might notice, oh look, fancy new graphics. They're not new, I've just changed the colours because the grey was kind of boring me at this point. Yeah, we'll get into the lineups, we'll go over bingo, and then we'll go straight into the game. As I said, this was one that I was excited for because I felt like it was a really good opponent for us in terms of, they're not at the same level as us if we had our actual starting 11 playing. But now that we have a few of those missing, I do think this will be quite competitive. I will say one thing that Fulham do have going for them is they have a lot of athleticism in their side, and that could prove quite costly for us if we are not up to speed, which can certainly be the case with, the likes of, spoiler alert, Moises Caicedo not being in the squad. That is very, very worrying. But yeah, I think this, again, we'll get onto their lineup in a second because it's a bit weird too. There was something else I needed to say before I went on, and I forgot what it is. I've completely forgotten. Screw it. We'll go into lineups. If I remember what it is, I'll remember what it is. Firstly, the home side. Again, this is away at Craven Cottage. Did that work? That didn't work. Why is my Twitter not working? Hello? 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 Why are you not working? This? There we go. Oh, what? Jesus. Okay, so their starting 11 is as follows. It's Bernd Leno in goal, Timmy Castagna as the right back, Bassi and Cuenca as the two centre-backs with Robinson at left back. I'm assuming they're playing a 4-3-3, but their midfield is a bit weird, so it could kind of be some kind of three at the back system. We have often seen that from them. Obviously, Castagna could play as a right centre back if they want to do that. In fact, that probably is what this is actually. Now looking at it, it's probably a 3-5-2 with with the two strikers. I probably should correct that on my lineups, but yeah, Robinson in there. We've got Sander Berger, Iwobi, and Josh King. Josh King, eh? A name we have not heard for a long time. He is on the bingo card, I will say. Oscar Bob Gonzalo, who is the new number 9, and then Cesar Palacios, I believe this is, who is also. These are the two signings they got from Real Madrid. On the bench, is there anything interesting? Harrison Reed's there, Muniz is there, Kevin. Dufoucheron is one of the centre-back options. He's come up from their youth team, I believe. Obviously, ex-Arsenal Emil Smith-Rowe is there, Sessegnon's there. It's a pretty decent bench for them. Now for Chelsea. This is strong. Let's say that, first of all. It is strong, but it's not ideal. Firstly, the first thing to mention, obviously, we are without Wesley Fofana because he's suspended. I should have also said that Fulham are without Joachim Andersen because he's also suspended. So 2 suspensions, 1 centre-back each for each team. Thus, Josh Acheampong gets a start in the first game of the season, which is very exciting. He will be playing as the right-sided centre-half in this 3 at the back system that we have been playing. Then when we get into, the middle of the pitch, we've got James and Lavia as the 2 holders, which is not ideal. No Caicedo, no Enzo, who is on the bench. No Barco, who is on the bench. Caicedo not in the squad at all. Apparently that's just precautionary, which sounds good. Obviously with a player as important as Moy, can't be taking any risks, and that seems what Xabi Alonso is doing. The 2 fullbacks are also interesting because on the left-hand side is Yoro Hato, who throughout the summer I was kind of saying I think would be our starting left wing-back, and then didn't really end up being that way. He starts at left wing-back, but then our right wing-back is Malagusto. No Palestra. Where's Palestra? He's not in the squad either. Again, injury problems seems like a precaution. The weird one for me, in terms of our fullbacks, though, is Pep Chavaria, who is on the left-hand side or normally and is on the bench today. Apparently, he's also injured, so I'm not sure why he's on the bench, but I saw a report that he was injured. Maybe he gets some time off the bench, we're not sure. The main issue with this, obviously we have James, he can play in the midfield, we know that. If he gets injured, which is something that he hasn't been doing recently, but can crop up again, we don't particularly have the options on the bench to deal with that in terms of only Enzo is really the one that can come on here. Lavia, likewise, has only just for the first time played a full 90 for us. So, yeah, he probably won't last the full 90. He'll probably have to be substituted. And that probably means that by the end of this game, we might actually end up with a Barco Enzo pivot, which is not particularly athletic, let's say, and we could get overrun with the amount of runners they have in their team. In terms of the front three, it's what we kind of expected. We have got our starting front three with Palmer, Rogers, and Joao Pedro. Expect all of them to get involved at some point today. Whether they score or not, I'm not sure. And then on the bench, it's pretty much a second choice goalkeeping stint for Mike Penders, which is good to see that he is definitely in the plans. Chevalier, as we mentioned before, Barco and Enzo, as we mentioned before. Then in the offensive areas, we have Esteval, Gittins, Neto, who could also play as a wing-back, Quenda, who could also play as a Kenda, who can also play as a wing-back, and then obviously our bench striker is Danny Welbeck, who might pop up with a goal. You never know. So that is the two lineups for the two teams. If we move into this, I can put this back up. Boom. And look, we've got blue now. It's blue. I decided to do blue. That's what it is. I just remembered what it is. No, Modric looks like he's going to go on loan to Leeds. But that's apparently been called off. I will say you've kind of brought me back to one of the things I was going to say. There has been a lot of deals that have been cooking up today. I know that Disasi is supposedly having a medical right now. He's going out on loan. I think that's to Palace. I'm not sure. Shim is supposedly signing a new deal and then going out on loan to some championship club. I'm not sure. And then who's the other one? There's another one. I can't remember who the other one was. There's another one of our players that we're getting rid of. Basically, a lot of our business now needs to be getting rid of players. Obviously, there's still going to be talks about Enzo possibly going. I don't think we're going to entertain that anymore. I don't care if City come in with a big move. I don't think they're going to do that, honestly. Badiashile, yeah, he went a couple of days ago. He's gone on loan to Napoli, I believe. But yeah, the thing which I was going to say is that you can probably tell at the moment I'm not wearing my Chelsea shirt. Should I be? Yes. Am I wearing it? No. That is not because I'm superstitious, though most of you probably do know that I am, jokingly superstitious. It's because my shirts haven't come in yet. But my shirts will come in eventually, and if you want to get yourself some shirts, my sponsor GoGo Shop is the place to go. Because they are doing, if I can remember how to do this, where is it? Is it this one? Boom. They are doing a free shipping day on August 25th. I think that is tomorrow and the 26th, and that's US Eastern Time, so I'm not sure when that starts for people in Europe. Eastern Time is... I'm trying to remember it, because I work off Mountain Time, so Mountain Time... So it should be 5 hours behind us, I think? 5 hours behind UK. So whatever that is. But yeah, the thing which is interesting about this, obviously you get free standard shipping. That's what they say. It's stackable your discount coupons. So if you use my code, which is Mono, at checkout, you get 15% off as well as the free shipping, which is brilliant. So if you're still looking to get your shirts, then hop over there. Now we can actually get into doing some stuff. I need to actually get the game up. Because my SkyGo is being weird. Hello, SkyGo. Hello. My SkyGo is not responding. Brilliant. I love that. Game will be kicking off in 5 minutes. We'll go over the bingo card in a second here as well. I will say, I do apologise if there's any kind of lag on the stream. I did notice that earlier that I was getting a bit of stuttering. I don't think that's particularly because of my connection. I think it's just because of the amount of stuff that I've got happening. I think it's more so RAM on my PC taking a dive, or rather my CPU taking a dive. Sports. Monday Night Football. Fulham versus Chelsea. Players are now walking out of the tunnel. Again, this is at Craven Cottage, so we are the away team today. So they've got that going for them as well. Let's go to the bingo card. What have we got on the bingo card? So 3 points, that's just for a win. We've got a debut. We can tick this off because we've got 2 debuts today. Obviously, I do the bingo cards before the lineups come out, so some of these are going to be a little bit, skew with. We have a clean sheet, we have Sanchez Weldy, we have a fullback goal/assist, we have stop showing replays, this will definitely happen. We have front 3 link up. This is specifically if we score a goal where all 3 of the front 3 touch the ball. We've got Reece player of the match. I didn't expect him to be playing in midfield. I expected him to be playing as one of the right-sided, centre back because Wes wasn't here, so that's going to be interesting. We've got a Barco ping for one of those, classic through balls from him. We have forgot the timer, super sub. got a brace, free space as always. We have a worldie, a red card, a set piece goal, Rogers goalless assist, João Pedro goal, over 3 yellows, Josh fucking King for that little bastard who's playing for them today. We know what happened last season. Let's hope nothing like that happens this season and completely derails our entire season. We have a ref mistake. We have Alonso ball in full flow. We have involvement on debut. This is for any goal involvement from anyone that is debuting today. So, for professional debut. So that includes the two Real Madrid players on their team. It does look like they are playing a back four. Correct prediction, I've gone for 3-0 today. Again, I did this before I saw the lineup, so I put 3-0 being quite confident, and now I think I might want to change that to about 2-1. And then we've got a penalty. So yeah, it seems like they've put the attacking three behind the striker as Bob, Palacios and Josh King in the centre, with Iwobi playing as one of the holding midfield players alongside Berger. I'm not sure if that will end up being that way when it comes to the actual game and how they kind of move around in match, but that's one to look out for. But yeah, hopefully we can get a good result here. One thing I will say it's interesting to see from their lineup is that Calvin Bassey is the captain. Was not expecting that. I was very much expecting Bert Leno to be the captain with Reed not in the starting 11 either. Obviously, Kearney not being available due to injury. New season, let's go. Right to the trophy according to Mono. There's something about it. I don't know why. There's just something about it. And even the media are being nice to us, and that's when you know something is happening. I never predict our team to do well, so if I'm predicting us to do well, then something's in the water. Let's say. We got to prove that with a good start here. A lot of the big teams have faltered in the first opening game. Even Manchester City needing a pretty late goal to get back into that against Bournemouth yesterday. So a lot of the teams struggling against a small team. So Fulham will take a lot of encouragement from that. We just got to kind of put our foot down and say, hey, you are the little brothers in this borough. Let's just hope we can put it all together. I will say, there's a big talk going on. The person who's doing the speaking is Maxence Lacroix. Already one of those vocal leaders back into the side, which we've been missing for a long time. And again, oh, you know what? I should have changed the set piece goal thing to be McPhee, because obviously this is the main thing. We've got Austin McPhee now, which I'm really, really excited for. We've already seen the fruits of his labour in the pre-season with some of the little intricate set plays he's been doing there. The players are lining up on the centre circle for some kind of memoriam. I'm not sure who that's for. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it's Kevin Keegan. How did I not hear about this? Oh my god. I had no idea. I've been off social media for the last few days. Is it going to be a minute's silence or is it a minute's applause? I think it's a minute's applause. Rightly so. Yeah, period of applause. Big chant of "There's only one Kevin Keegan" going throughout Craven Cottage is very, very nice. Need a big match from Lavia? Absolutely. And he's, to be fair, we always know he's got the quality. It's just whether he can stay on the pitch. That's all I want. I don't care how he plays. I just want him to stay on the pitch and not get injured. Cole Palmer doing some keepy uppies in the centre circle as Chelsea will be kicking off Is it from right to left? I'm not sure. I always say kicking off from right to left. That seems to always be the way it goes. Let's see. It is from right to left. Palmer will get us underway with the ball all the way back to Robert Sanchez, who's going to line it. First action of Robert Sanchez is to kick the ball straight off the pitch. Brilliant. Hopefully, did the timer start? It did. Brilliant. Fulham will get back their possession now. They are playing really split. Both centre-backs at the edge of either side of the box. Here's Cuenca. He's going to line it forward. It's going to be headed forward by Achapong. And here's Joao Pedro in the box already. And he's dinked it over the goalkeeper. And Chelsea are ahead within moments. Within 40 seconds, Chelsea are in and have scored. I told you there's something about it. There's something about him in specifically. There's something about him. Number 9 curse? What number 9 curse, he says. It's a long ball from Cuenca. It's cut out by, I think it's Lacroix who actually gets the assist here. No, it's Palmer. Cole Palmer with an assist immediately. I don't have a Palmer assist on my bingo card. That's wild. It's a brilliant taking to take it straight past Cuenca too. Who came across to try and stop him, but no one can stop him. And the finish is brilliant. And we can build off this. And you know what? To get top of the league at the end of match day 1, we need to score 5 goals unanswered. Can we do that? That's a very good way to start to get there. He's just been in such good form, man. Ever since he got dropped from, they didn't pick him up in the Brazil squad, he has just been insane. He's had such a chip on his shoulder, and it's been making him a way better player. There's Castagna. He's going to try and get it past Hato, and does. It's good energy from the Chelsea team, immediately snapping into tackles, trying to win the ball back, but Rodgers a little bit forceful in his, and it will be a rather swift foul. Obviously, Fulham now starting their season with Arbeloa. I was going to say ex-supply teacher. What's the word? Interim manager of Real Madrid. He's a COYB. Thrown off the ball. And you know what's really annoying? Before the game, I changed my FPL. I took Palmer out of my FPL and replaced him with Rodgers. And now he's got an assist straight away. And once again, Fulham panicky, playing it out from the back under the high pressure. It's going to go straight for Maxence Lacroix, who's won another header in there. His Labia. I think Lacroix is genuinely going to be one of our signings of the season. Lovely little flick from Palmer into Morgan Rodgers. Takes a strike and it's blocked. I think... Is it going to be a corner or is it... It is a corner. Fulham very, very panic stations at the moment. I've got to say that the new kit as well is much bluer than it looked at pre-season. Wonder if it's because it's a little bit drearier skies. Rodgers is going to take this corner apparently. No, he's walked away from it. It'll be Cole Palmer. He takes it short to Rodgers. He's going to play it into the edge of the box. And it's Reece James at the edge of the box trying to fire it in, but too many bodies in the way. James will pick it up again though. Tries to play it off Castagna for a throw, but... Does he win it or doesn't he? I don't think he did win it. It's already equalled his assist tally of last season, Cole Palmer. It's not saying much considering how poor he was. Colwell has made a very big error, and then he's made a challenge, and this could be a red. I think it's too far away. I think it's going to be a yellow. Oh, he just slips on the slick pitch and doesn't get his feet right. Those types of panicky moments are what we do not need if we're going to try and eradicate this kind of nervousness from the back line. Oh, it's just a loose touch. Just comes off his foot in the way he doesn't expect, and then he tries to recover and he's swiped at Oscar Bob, taking him down. It's a wake-up call for Levi. I did say I don't really like him in that left-sided spot. I always prefer him in the centre, but there we go. The free kick was taken very quickly and instantly cleared away by the aforementioned Colwill. Here's Ural Harto challenging in and winning a throw. He's going to throw it down the line to Joao Pedro, who's on the left-hand side. Up against Oscar Bob, who's trying to take it off him, and he does eventually dispossess him, but only for a Chelsea throw on the left-hand side. It's a long throw from Reece James. Or rather from Harto, who got it to Rodgers. Here's Harto again. Back to Lavia. And now it seems like Chelsea are finally going to get a controlled spell of possession. It's Harto again on the left side. Has to go back. Lavia through the middle for James. Lacroix to Achampong. Here's Palmer. Two-man on him, and he's going to get away from both. He's got Gusto to his right. Uses him. Back into Palmer. James. Across to Colwill. Fulham very much set up in their shape now. Good pass through the lines from Colwill to Palmer. Here's James. We're seeing those rotations happen already as James is now playing in the right centre-back spot. Switches it to Ural Harto on the left side. I was going to say, I'm hearing the Chelsea supporters more than the Fulham supporters in the crowd, which is wild to say. Lavia. Achampong. Lacroix. Now to Reece James, who's playing in the left centre-back spot. He gets it to Rodgers. Palmer in behind for Morgan Rodgers. Can he reach this? He can't. It's a little bit too much on the ball. I will say the pitch is really, really slick. So far, the ball is zipping around. Good seeing those little rotations from Jerry Alonso's Chelsea, as we often see. That's Palmer popping up on the left-hand side there to support his man. Everyone's in random positions. Will be a goal kick for Fulham. Taken long by Leno. Garcia tried to touch it down, but can only get it to Lavia. Here's Palmer to Joao Pedro to Rodgers to Palmer again. It's really good, slick football. There's a ball smashed across from Palmer that Leno almost dropped, but was able to hold it at the second attempt, despite the pressure from Morgan Rodgers. Sometimes we play football too quickly for me to even commentate. I'm not even going to lie. Oof. High press from Chelsea. Bassey's got to be careful here. Plays it across the box with his left foot well. Here's Cuenca. He's got Palmer for company. Offloads it to Robinson. Reece James will win it in the middle from his pass, though. That's Palacios in the middle who wasn't able to do much. It's a long ball from Josh Achampong searching out Joao Pedro, but a little bit too much on that for him. My FPL needed this badly. So out of all 20 teams in my FPL league, I'm 18th. My FPL did not do very well. All of the big clubs that I chose were the big clubs that lost. So I got rather shafted, but at least my saving grace this week was Mark Gahey getting a goal. Garcia lays it off for Sanderberger. Now COYB almost knocked off the pitch himself. Here's Calvin Bassey on the right side. Long ball over the top from Calvin Bassey. Harto's going to reach this, but he's up against his opposite number. Oh my goodness, it's a risky pass back from him as well. Castagne's going to keep going. Played it across the box and Chelsea do eventually clear, but Oscar Bob will pick this up on the right-hand side. I told you, that energy that Fulham bring will cause problems. Here he is again. Oh, tries to cross it in, and this time it's cleared by Harto. Only for a corner. Well, it should be more organised from these. That's my hoping anyway. Yeah. Very much opening day jitters. From both teams, honestly. Bob swings it in. Easily claimed by Robert Sanchez. Brilliant. Look how easy it is for goalkeepers to grab the ball when they are not being thrown around by the opposition. Palmer's just ran into trouble though, but Palacios can't keep it on. Not particularly sure if that was actually Palmer's fault. I think it was a bit more of a hospital pass out from Robert Sanchez. Here is the Spaniard once again. Colwill. Harto. Trying to play out of the pressure. Long ball from Colwill. Seeking out Joao Pedro. It's headed forward by Cuenca. It will fall for Morgan Rogers. Bit of head tennis in the middle. Lacroix will get it forward to Palmer, who's going to get it to Joao Pedro through on goal again here. He's a little bit wide on the left-hand side. He needs support. And he can't get it past Bassi. It's good work from the defender there. Strong as ever. Oh, it's a really good tackle from Lavia. A little bit heavy, though. And the referee has given a foul. I think that was a good challenge, for being honest. He's going to be carded for this. And Lavia is standing there bewildered, as am I. I think he got all of the ball here. We'll see the replay. Does come in with quite a lot of force. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't get... That's a bad challenge. He's lucky it's a low challenge. He does get the ball. He goes over the top of the ball, though. It's one of those ones. Needs to be clean of that. I don't think that should be given as a yellow, though, to be fair. Well, he does win the ball, but... Here's a Wobi who's dropped into the centre-back role to pick up the ball. Now Robinson. It's going to be played all the way back to Leno. Now Bassi once again. Getting tackled by Morgan Rogers. Great work. Dispossesses him and tries to feed it into the box for Rogers, but unable to get it there. I will say Bassi's done pretty well so far, but he is playing on the opposite side, and I will say he's almost kind of playing himself into danger often because he's on the wrong side. Red card roulette. Barco off the bench. I'll be mine. I bet if Barco comes off the bench, he'll get red carded. Here's Bassi again. Plays it on his weaker right foot down the line. It goes straight off the pitch. Again, forcing him to be uncomfortable. Quick throw is taken. Here's Lacroix. Achampong to Gusto. It really freaks me out that Gusto and Harto both today, their first instinct has been turned back to goal. It never should be. I think that's gone out, yeah. Sanchez delaying his kick a little bit. I will say, I think the crowd is starting to get to our players now. They're getting a bit nervous. Yeah, that's clearly off the pitch. So quickly taken corner. That was taken too quickly for the referee's liking. It will be sent back. It's Oscar Bob who's over it. It's a little bit windy, I will say. Ball into the front post is easily cleared away by Reece James. Not sure what he was thinking there. It's going to be a long throw here. Timothy Castagna to take. Oh, never mind. He takes it short. He's going to play it back to Bassi now. Or rather, Iwobi, who's playing in right centre-back for some reason at the moment. Here's Berger. Back to Iwobi. Little flick around the corner from Palacios, but no one was able to read it, and Sanchez will clear it long. I really don't know why we're not playing Penders if that's the way we want to play, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't know. I'm not sure what Xavi has seen in the training to not put him in the starting 11. I genuinely don't. I know he's not particularly like as good as Sanchez with his hands, but the amount of times that we play ourselves into pressure just because Sanchez can't kick the football is generally like baffling. Here's Berger. He's going to play it out wide for Oscar Bob. He goes back. Here's Cuenca. Palacios to Iwobi, back to Sanderberger. It's good football, but no penetration at the moment. The first ball forward goes straight to Morgan Rogers, and he can't get his pass away. Here's Josh King, and it's his forward pass is rather wayward, and Chelsea can pick up the ball again. Gusto's going to play a ball forward. What on earth is he trying to do there? I don't even know who he is trying to hit with that pass, by the way. Like, no idea. He's just launched it down the wing, and no one's there. Is Iwobi picking up the ball again? I think someone needs to get an ear into the players down there. Just tell them to settle down a little bit. It's Burnt Leno. Leno's going to pass it through the middle for Iwobi. Here's Berger. Oh, almost passes it straight into the path of Joao Pedro. They have to be careful there. And that's what we need. We need a little bit more of those dicey moments from them. Another short pass to Leno makes him forced to clear it. Lacroix will win it in the air, as he has done so many times already in this game. Harto with a good tackle. Josh Acheampong, he's going to put the burners on and try and use his pace to get away. Gusto's going to fake a pass and then play it with his left to Palmer down the line. Good work from him. He gets away from one. And he's going to play it back. Chelsea will take this moment to reset, gather themselves a little bit here. I will say both the holding midfielders have gone very, very high here. Here's Colwill around the corner for Harto. He's going to cut inside and run away from one. Run away from two. Oh, it's a brilliant run from Harto. He's got Palmer on his right-hand side. He needed to see him. Or rather, it was Gusto, but Palmer has won the ball back here. Runs into the box, but he's tackled by Iwobi. Now there's a chance to break for Fulham. Robinson bursting through the middle. And he wanted the return pass, but he wasn't given it by... I think that was Gonzalo up top. It's a good intervention this time by Reece James. Sanderberger giving it away again. Joao Pedro. Back to James. Now Lavia. Oh, James, man. Play the ball forward, fam. Here's Lacroix. Colwill. Lavia. Acheampong. Down the line for Malo Gusto. He's got a chance to take on his man here, if he wants to. Plays it in behind for Cole Palmer. He's going to cut to his left foot and try and whip the ball into the far post, maybe. Nope. Cruyff. Plays to Gusto. A little bit of restlessness from the Chelsea fans as we're not putting the ball in the box. Here's Lacroix. It's a little bit of over-ambitious play from Lacroix there, I would say, and he's given the ball away, and now Berger can bring the ball away. But they don't have anyone up top to take advantage of the turnovers, and they've given the ball away again here. Here's Morgan Rogers. Tries to get it to Palmer, but he can't. Good intervention from Robinson, but Morgan Rogers has won it again, and now he's played it to Palmer. He's got a chance to shoot, but there's just so many players in the way. Oh, both teams are completely disorganised. Here's Malo Gusto on the right-hand side. He's going to whip the ball to the back post where Harto is. Knocks it back for Joao Pedro. Colwill into the middle for Palmer, who's getting so much of the ball here. Palmer gets away from one. Oh, he cuts back and fooled the player, but he just lost the ball. And the ball's been launched up for Gonzalo here. He's up against Maxence Lacroix. And it's brilliant defending from the Frenchman to stop him. He will keep the ball, though. God, it's an exciting game already. Jesus. Here's King. Urged to shoot. Does shoot. And it's saved by Robert Sanchez. Very comfortable save for Sanchez in terms of positioning. But he has parried it away from behind for a corner. Got to say, that was a little bit lazy defending from Levi Colwill to let him get that shot away. It is straight at the goalkeeper, luckily. It's the pitch. I told you the pitch is really slick. All the players keep losing their footing. The pitch is way too wet. At least the turf is a bit too soft. Iwobi's going to play the ball in. It's so low and awful, but it's somehow been picked up by King. It's to the edge of the box for Sander Berge, or rather Palacios, who was there. There was a check at the other end for a possible handball. I mean, it's a bloody clear handball. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're going to call it as a head to arm situation, but I mean, he puts both hands out in front of him and touches the ball. I'm really not sure why they haven't given that. Change your boots like Kuka did last year. Absolutely. Josh Achampong wins the ball in the air. Here's Robinson. Gonzalo Garcia, who's dropped into a left back position at the moment. Here's Calvin Bassey on the right side. I will say, one thing that we did not see quite often under Enzo Maresca was touches in the opposition box. We always were getting, in and around the final third, but never really looked like challenging. We've already got 10 touches in the box so far. Here's Josh King again, surging down the right hand side, gets it across, but no one's in the middle, and it's cleared away by Gusto, but only as far as Sander Berge, who blasts it towards goal, but Reece James is there to block it. Here's Castagna now. This is very much like one of those good old-fashioned boxing fights where one fighter stands there and takes loads of shots, and then the other one does the same thing afterwards. Both teams having spells of absolute dominance to and fro. Here's Iwobi. Plays it forward for Garcia. Plays it forward for Palacios. A brilliant intervention again from Lacroix. He's been so good so far. Sander Berge. Cross to Bassey. Now Bob. Out wide for Castagna. And back to the Norwegian. Now Sander Berge. To Iwobi. Neither team has a midfield. That's the thing. Neither team has a midfield at the moment. It's just attack versus defence for both teams. Brilliant ball forward for Castagna to King, and it's a brilliant goal. Sanchez should be saving it. I can't believe he has scored. And Josh fucking King has been ticked off the bingo card. How has Sanchez not saved this shot? It's straight at him. I know it's low and I know he's tall, but he should be saving this 10 times out of 10. I want to see the defending here. I want to see who's not tracked him. Now, if the Premier League want to ruin our season, they'll rule this out. It's a mixture of Lavia and Morgan Rogers. Neither of them attract him. And yeah, gosh, Sanchez, man. Does this take a bobble? I want to see, does this take a bobble? Oh, it bounces off the turf before him, but he should be saving this. He should be saving that. There's no reason for him to be beaten at his near post like that. It's awful goalkeeping. I'm not going to lie. I know it sounds a bit drastic. If I'm Xabi Alonso at half time, I'm taking him off. He's directly caused one of our goals. He's directly caused one of our goals that we conceded. And every single time he's touched the ball, he's given them an opportunity. Here's Lavia. James gives it away. That goal has given them a lot of confidence now as well. And after a period of about 5 minutes, we were absolutely dominating them as well. Here's Iwobi. Back to Bernd Leno. He's going to play it into COYB again. There's high pressure from Chelsea again. And it's good pressure. It's paid off. We got a throw high up the pitch. I'll say Fulham look really uncomfortable in their own third when playing the ball, but when they're in our third, they look brilliant. Oh, it's a poor throw from Malagusto. Lavia's going to win it in the middle, though. Colwill with a little Trivella pass all the way forward for Cole Palmer, who was standing in an offside position. Oh, man, you know what? That is so poor for Morgan Rogers, I can't lie. He has to track his runner there. Like, Sanchez shouldn't have to be making a save there. He needs to make it, but he shouldn't have to be. The defending before it is so poor. Knocked forward by Reece James. COYB then plays the ball off the pitch, thinking his man was by him, but he wasn't. And they are highlighting on the Sky broadcast Mike Penders on the bench, which is very interesting. Here's Levi Colwill. Hato gives it away again. I just don't like Levi Colwill in that position. Castagna across, and it's a flapped out effort from Garcia, and it's stayed in. Here's Oscar Bob. His ball's going to fall for Morgan Rogers, who can't take it under his spell. Castagna. Sander Berger. Hato tries to get in there before Bob, but he's going to get the ball across. Oh, and it's a brilliant block. I think it's Josh Achampong who's got down to make it. Jesus. It's just the position. He can't play out wide. I don't know why he's not being played as the central centre-back. It's why I was so shocked that Xabi Alonso actually opted to go for the 3 at the back, because I just assumed that he'd go for the 4 because it's just so much better for our team. Yeah, it bounced, but it wasn't like a crazy bounce that should deceive him. He should be saving it. Cuenca. All given away to Malagusto, who's then robbed off the ball, and then Gonzalo goes down for the free kick. It's a brilliant block from Josh Achampong from that latest shot, by the way. I'm going to show it on the replay again. Oh, that's going in. If he doesn't get there, it's going in. I have no doubt that Sanchez isn't saving that. It's Calvin Bassey. He's going to line it. It's a brilliant ball. It's Josh King again. He's going to play it across, but blocked by Lacroix. Someone needs to fucking mark this kid. I don't know why he's just completely being ignored the whole game. It's Romeo Lavia. He's just ran off the back of Lavia again. You just let him do it. No one even went to track him. I don't get what's happening. Why he's just being left free. Will be a corner for Fulham. This is the one situation where I don't particularly fear from, if I'm being honest, set pieces, but they have taken it short, which is a little bit more worrying. King again, this time being thrown off the ball by Cole Palmer. Good defending from him, and he's used his body well to win the foul. Long ball from Sanchez up to Joao Pedro. Bassi has just jumped on his shoulders there, and the referee has given nothing. It's gone all the way over to the other goalkeeper. Here's Bernd Leno. Cuenca. Back to Leno. He's going to have to clear it under the pressure from Joao Pedro. One in the air by Josh Achampong. COYB. Gives it away for Palmer on the right-hand side. He's going to surge down here. Can he make something of this? Going to keep going and then plays it into the middle of the box as well. Pedro! Oh my goodness, I can't believe the net has not bulged. I cannot believe it has not bulged. It's brilliant work from Cole Palmer. Again, he's back, man. He's dragging our team out of this. Brilliant ball in on his weaker right foot, and it's a brilliant pick out, and it just comes off his shin. If it comes off his foot, it's in. Goalkeeper was rooted. Lavia forward. Palmer dispossessed. Ball forward from Palacios. Robinson across, and Sanchez with a good intervention this time. Bassi gives it away for Palmer. Gets it back though. Good work from him. Is Robinson. His pass is intercepted by Reece James. It's played back to Sanchez to long ball it. Joao Pedro underneath the ball, and he is going to chest it down, but no one with him, so he can't get the support from Morgan Rogers, who was a little bit late on the scene. Ugh. It's Robinson again. Sanderberger. Bassi across the pitch to Cuenca. He's going to have Palmer at his neck in a second. He's playing it back immediately. Here's Leno. Long ball from him down the line. Lequat is underneath it. Wins the header, but can't get the ball to a Chelsea teammate. Is Robinson. His King. Back to Bassi. Cuenca to COYB. Tries to play it to Palacios, but it's cut out immediately. Here's Achampong. Brilliant work with his body to get away. Here's Gusto. Gusto just it's that same thing. His first instinct is to play backwards, so he touches the ball towards goal rather than opening his body up and getting his right foot around the ball, so he can't play it forward, and now we've lost the ball again. It's so frustrating seeing fullbacks do that. It's Bassi again. Oh, big pressure here from Lavia. Wins the ball. Brilliant. It's a chance to us to break here. Pedro up to Morgan Rogers. Cuts onto his right foot. Tries to take a strike and it's blocked. But this time it's shot forward from Josh. And it's James on his weaker foot on the right-hand side. Straight into the gloves of Bernd Leno. It's a good work from Lavia to win it in the middle. Ball forward is going to be cut out here by Lequat. Good work from him to get it to Rogers. He's going to sweep it to the space, which is out far wide right for Malo Gusto. Palmer. Now the possibility of a counter-attack is lost as the ball goes backwards. Reece James to Palmer, who's dropped deep trying to get the ball now. Seems to be the one player trying to make things happen. He's going to play it in behind for Josh Achampong here. Cuts back. Now Reece. Colwill. To Lequat. James around the corner for Josh Achampong out wide right. Gusto. First instinct is to turn back and go to Lequat. Lequat out wide for Josh Achampong. Chance for him to stretch his legs and get forward. And he is going to go forward. He's going to play the ball as well. It's going to be a corner, one from him. That's all we need. Just a little bit of a burst down the right-hand side and then he just puts the ball in. That's all we need. Will be a corner for Chelsea. These have looked promising for us. It's going to be Rodgers to take it out to the edge of the box for Reece James to swing the ball into the back post for Harto. And it's blocked. Oh, it's a brilliant save in the end from Bernd Leno. I don't know who knocked it towards goal. I think it might have been Harto. It's that same position we saw João Pedro get a goal and Reece James get an assist from in pre-season. They've done that exact same thing again, this time for Harto. It's Lavia in the end who takes the shot. Pokes it towards goal and, oh, yeah, Leno just in the way. He didn't know much about that, if I'm being honest. It will be another corner, though. If we can finish this half strong, that'll be great. Reece James over the corner. Signal goes up. We've seen some of those new set pieces already. This one goes into the middle of the box and it's punched away from Leno comfortably. Gusto will get it to Palmer. Lovely little Cruyff turn to get away from his man and then he's dragged back by Palacios. It's got to be a yellow, surely. He's not being given it. I can't believe he's not being given it. He's free. He's literally free down the wing and he grabs him two hands of the shirt and drags him to the floor and it's not a yellow card. Alright. Ref mistake. Getting ticked off the bingo card already. They are now pointing out Austin McPhee on the right hand side. Will be a deepest free kick to take for Reece James this time. He is going to launch it into the centre of the box. Goes to the back post where Rodgers was, but it won't reach him as Castagna's in the way. Here's Lavia who picks it up on the edge. Now Gusto. Back to Reece James and all the way back to Sanchez. Of course. He's going to line it to the left-hand side, seeking out Rodgers. Touches it to Achampong, who's up there. Palacios. Here's Bassi. Long ball from Cuenca, seeking out Josh King on the right side, but it's headed away by Harto. And then it's played off of Morgan Rodgers for a Fulham throw on the right side. Here's COYB. To Sanderberger. I will say, despite him getting the goal, João Pedro has not been involved in this game at all. Like, he really needs to do what he often does and drop deep a little bit and pick up the ball, because he's just not doing that at all. We're unable to kind of hold up the ball so far. Here's Robinson trying to take on Gusto. Whips the ball into the back post, but it's too heavy for anyone in the centre. It's Josh King on the other side. Castagna into Berger, who took a heavy touch, but he's kept to the ball. It's Bassi who's going to take a long strike. It's blocked by Reece James. It's going to fall for Robinson. Now Iwobi, crowded out by players and has to play it back. Robinson again. Palacios with a neat turn, but tackled by Achampong. Berger. Oscar Bob. He's going to cut onto his left foot and ping the ball over the top for Robinson. Heads it into the middle, but Rob Sanchez is alert to that. And he's going to line it straight away, seeking out João Pedro. Oh, who lost the flight of the ball there. And Morgan Rodgers is going to win it off of Calvin Bassi, who surged up the pitch with the ball after he won it. Here's João Pedro. He's fouled, this time by King, and nasty one from behind. How many are we going to get until we start getting some cautions here, ref? Because it's starting to get a bit ridiculous, I can't lie. Right down the back of the Achilles. Nothing given. It's another free kick. Got 5 minutes to go. Plus whatever's added on. We've gone short. Here's Lacroix. Achampong to Gusto. Lacroix. Shrugs off his man and runs forward here, Lacroix, making that overlapping centre-back run. Palmer, great turn. He's got Lacroix in here. Lacroix in the box. Cuts inside, cuts outside. Gets it across. It's an open goal for Morgan Rogers. Oh, it's a brilliant, brilliant bit of play from that. I told you it in pre-season, in my video. It's those rotations with the centre-back going up into right wing and he gets an assist. Involvement on debut. That's a Rogers goal / assist. Is there anything else? Alonso ball in full flow. We can take that. Brilliant. It's Cole Palmer again, man. Makes it. Brilliant work from Lacroix. Gotta say, it is a little bit suspect goalkeeper from Bert Leno. He rushes out a goal to try and stop Lacroix from getting a shot, which he really doesn't need to do. It's tapped across for Morgan Rogers with a bit of a tap in. But he's in the right position to finish it off, straight in between the two centre-backs that were there on the line trying to block it. Brilliant. I agree with you. I do think that Gusto needs to come off. I think the first change that needs to happen is Gusto coming off the pitch. I don't care who comes on for him. I just need Gusto off the pitch. He does do the little cold celebration there, by the way. It's Lavia through the lines to Palmer. Lovely little flick around the corner from Malo Gusto, whose heavy touch gives the ball away, but it's going to fall for Rogers. Oh, he just couldn't quite play the ball forward with the spin on the ball. Chelsea with a little bit of confidence in their legs now. Josh Acheampong with a brilliant bit of defending and gets it through the lines too. Reece James. I'll tell you, Josh has been fantastic. Josh and Lacroix have been so good at the back. Reece James through the lines to Joao Pedro. He's got Hato to his left. He's dropping deep and getting on the ball. This is what I said I wanted. Now Reece James. Across to Lavia. Now Lacroix. To Josh. Round the corner for Gusto. Or rather Palmer, who's out there on the wide right. He's been bundled to the floor by Robinson and not given anything. Okay, ref. Robinson's running back towards his own goal. He's under a lot of pressure from Palmer here. Fulham are going to play it out from the pressure, but given away to Romeo Lavia. The Fulham are claiming a foul in the build-up there. I don't think anything happened, and the referee hasn't called it. I'll have to see that back if it happens. Reece James is going to play the ball over the top for Joao Pedro, I believe that was who's making the run, but it's going to be cleared away, but only as far as Lavia. Lavia again. Josh. Palmer. Josh tried a little bit of an ambitious pass and then lost the ball, but quickly won back by Romeo Lavia, who's growing into the game, I will say, Lavia. He's starting to get a little bit more confident. Hato. Back to James. Back to Lacroix. Josh. Long ball down the line, seeking out Cole Palmer. Or rather, Malo Gusto. He's surging through on goal here, Malo Gusto. Club World Cup-esque. Given away to Rogers. Here's Palmer. Edge of the box. He wants a goal himself. Oh my god. Not enough curl on it. Good effort. Bert Leno just stood absolutely still. He had no idea if that was going in or not. He was rooted to the spot. Chelsea is starting to grow in this now. I feel like it's a little bit too little too late, unfortunately. I wish we would have started this way and kept playing this way, because a win is all we can kind of get now. We can't really get that top spot that I was hoping for earlier. Both goalkeepers having a mare, absolutely. Long ball, one in the air by Lacroix. How many times have I said that? Here's Joao Pedro. Little flicks over the top for Morgan Rogers. They've got to be careful here. Oh, and he does. It's very good work from Timothy Castagna to head it over Rogers and get it to his goalkeeper to claim. We've got Carabao Cup games in midweek. We're playing Luton Town, I believe. On Thursday, I want to say. Here's Bassi. Long ball over the top from Bassi. out to Robinson. It's Gonzalo Garcia to Palacios. We are now into additional time, which will be 2 minutes of. Garcia's loose touch gives it away. But unfortunately, Joao Pedro can't make it stick as he tries a little spin. It's good for Chelsea to get ahead just before the break as well. Here's Bob. Up against Harto. Stuck to his task really well there, Harto, and forced Bob into a position where he got tackled by Lavia. It's Bassi again. Seen a lot of the ball, Calvin Bassi, I will say. It's Cuenca to Robinson. Palacios. Seems like Fulham are just going to ride out the rest of the half here, passing it around. It's Bassi. He's going to line it over the top for Iwobi. Good touch. Trying to get away from Cole Palmer. Cuenca to Palacios. Back to Iwobi. I'll say, Iwobi's position is so weird because he's playing as one of the two deeper midfielders, but he's kind of just playing wherever the hell he wants, if I'm being honest. It's King. Bassi over the top. One in the air by Levi Colwill. Now Rogers. He's getting fouled by two players and he gets away from both of them and wins the free kick. Brilliant work. I think he's got some confidence after that goal, and that will be the half-time whistle. Which, yeah, I mean, we're winning as expected. There's been some shaky moments, which we kind of expected for the first, which kind of, for the first game of the season, you kind of expect. Morgan Rogers getting a goal on debut is good. Palmer's been back to his best. He's been absolutely brilliant. Joao Pedro obviously getting another one, as we often see. Got home from work 10 minutes ago. We're looking good. If you would have got home from work 20 minutes ago, you wouldn't be saying that. We have been good in patches. Let's say they've been bad in patches. So it goes for both teams. Both teams have been very good at times, but also very poor. It's kind of expected for the start of the season. I will be moving on to the Be Right Back screen, and I just realised I forgot to stop the timer, so we're going to take that off the bingo card before I pause it. Pause. We'll set this up for the second half. Did that work? Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to move quickly into my Be Right Back screen. I'm going to get a little bit of a snack and have a bit of a break for my voice. That needs to go away. Why is it still here? Hello? There we go. Now it's gone. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. Peace. Alrighty, I am back. Took a little bit longer than I would normally do because my coffee machine decided to stop working, so that's brilliant. But we are here, ready for the second half when it eventually starts. Yeah, I mean, in terms of substitutions, I would definitely be, I'd like to see Gusto come off for someone, whether that's Reece James going into right wing back and Enzo coming on, or Barco coming on, or if that's Pedro Neto moving over there. Either way, I would prefer to see Malo Gusto not play. In an ideal world, I'd like to see Mike Penders play the next 45, but I don't think that's going to happen, realistically. Requires the second coming of Beckenbauer. I don't think I would go that far, but he has been absolutely bloody brilliant today. I think the second half is coming up in a couple of minutes here. Betting adverts on. I'm trying to see what's the easiest way for us to get a bingo here. If we get a goal where all the front three touch the ball and Joao Pedro or Morgan Rogers get a goal, that'll get us one. If we get a fullback goal/assist with a Barco ping, and then anything could be the free space. If that happens, then we can get that one as well. I think Arbeloa has made some changes at half time. A lot of talk about them spreading their centre backs. This is something that I pointed out towards the start of the half. I did think they were pushing Cuenca and Bassi a little bit too wide. Impressed with Josh. He had a bad preseason. Yeah, well, I think he had a bad preseason because he wasn't particularly. I don't think he was particularly playing in. He wasn't playing in the sides that were kind of established. He was much kind of playing with the disjointed, rotating sides rather than being, same side every single week type of thing. I think that if he played in this role for the majority of the time, I think he'd do brilliantly. And honestly, I would have him over Wes if that was the case. The second half is about to start. Let me get the timer up so I don't forget it this time. Will be Fulham kicking off from right to left. No changes for either side, supposedly. Hopefully Chelsea can start the second half the way we ended the last kind of 5 or so minutes of the first. And here we go. Calvin Bassey's going to take a long ball to start us off. Straight to Robinson. Palacios to COYB, who's still playing in that weird left-hand side deeper role. Let's see if there's any adaptations from either coaches in terms of how the teams will play. At the moment, it does seem like Sander Berge is going to continue playing in that kind of middle centre-back role. He's immediately given the ball away. Lacroix forward for Palmer. He's going to get it back to Josh Acheampong. Calm play from him to get it to Levi Colwill. It's a bit of a interesting setup already, and James has sweeped a brilliant ball out to Harto on the left-hand side. Here's Rogers. Harto in behind. He's going to be challenged by Castagna. 2 21s fighting against each other. But Rogers will get it back. Gets away from Bob. He's twisting and turning and not letting them have any room to breathe there. Here's Lavia. Colwill. Oh, Harto faking the pass to Palmer there. There's Colwill again. Back to Harto. Back to Lavia, who's great under pressure, and he gets it to Joao Pedro into the box. He's taken a shot, but it's a little bit of a hopeful one, really. And it's bounced straight out for Oscar Bob. Chance for Fulham to build here if they want to, but again, the gegenpress from Chelsea is good and forces them to turn the ball over, but Apparently there was a foul from Joao Pedro. He says it was shoulder to shoulder. I'm not quite sure. It's Bassey. Sanderberger again. Back to Leno. I'm more interested to see what the defensive changes for Xabi Alonso are, because I don't want to see Josh King running off the back of my centre mids constantly throughout this half. That would be brilliant. Here's Castagna. Over the top. Seeking out Bob. He's in a foot race with Levi Colwill. He's won the foot race. Uses his strength well to get the ball and gets it to Harto. Here's Lavia from Rogers. He's going to play it through the lines to Palmer. Brilliant work. Out wide right. This is where Palmer loves to operate, and he's sent Anthony Robinson for a bag of chips. He's going to try and cut inside here, and he has. Oh, they're just letting him get it through. Cole Palmer sets it to the outside of the post. Oh, he's screaming for a corner. They just didn't get near him. 4 players around him. Who is this kid? This is the Cole Palmer we saw a couple of years ago. He is so back. Actually, he's in so much confidence as well. I feel that's the main thing. I don't think it was particularly, obviously his injury affected him so much, but I think it was more the mental side of it. Him knowing that he wasn't at his best didn't really help him, and he seems to be fully back now. Lavia around the corner to James. Achimpong. He's going to play it back to Gusto. Sanchez. Kicks the ball out on his left foot. Knocked on from Rogers towards Joao Pedro, who might have been offside, but he's called onside so far. Into the box. He's got Palmer for company. In behind for Palmer, who plays it in, and it's a goal for Cole Palmer. It's brilliant football. And that is all 3 front players linking up. Xabi Alonso ball is in full flow. This is absolute brilliant football to watch. Hopefully that's onside. I think he was in his own half, so I don't think he can be offside. We'll have to check it. And temper expectations. This is only Fulham, I will say. Until we put a performance like this against one of the big teams, I'm not going to get too hyped, but it is brilliant to watch. Yeah, he's in his own half. In his own half, and it's a ball forward from Rogers to Joao Pedro, and then Joao Pedro to Palmer. It's all front 3 linking up. I can't believe the defenders have just stood still and let Palmer run past him. And he puts it straight through the legs of the Leno, I think. Oh, it's a perfect finish. It is a perfect finish. You cannot get it any better than that. What a finish, son. That's brilliant for my FPL. As all 3 of them are doing the cold celebration now. And straight again, starting early in the half, we could get more here. We need to get 6 goals from this point. Not from this point, but we need to win by 6-1 to get top of the league. As Brighton won their game 4-0. Who just scored? Cole Palmer just scored. It's a long ball out to the right-hand side for Joel Harto, who's full here into the box. Harto across for Rogers. Oh, I can't believe it. It's a brilliant interception from Anthony Robinson to stop Rogers from getting another tap in. But brilliant running from Joel Harto on the left-hand side. Christ. Castagna. Palacios. The big olays coming out from the Chelsea faithful now. Here's a COYB. Robinson. Gives it away to Cole Palmer. Chance for Chelsea to break again. He gets away from Gonzalo Garcia with a very... He's just having fun out there, Palmer, and that's exactly what we like to see. Plays the ball through the lines for Harto, who's been absolutely thrown to the floor by the tackle, and he is going to be given a foul here. Castagna, similar to the one that Lavia did in the earlier in the game. I wonder if they're going to be getting the cards out here. I'm not sure if he didn't... I'm pretty sure he might have won the ball here, if I'm being honest. Let's see. He does win the ball, but follow through. Same thing as the Lavia challenge. I don't think that's as bad as the Lavia challenge, let's be honest. You made a school football team, just on the squad list. Congratulations. I cannot relate. I have not been in school for a long time. I am unk at this point. But yeah, I'm very happy for you. Will be a free kick for Chelsea to take. Because look what. James to Achimbong. Palmer forward. And Joao Pedro's going to get on the end of this. Or a little bit of a heavy touch. Lets Leno get on the end of it. I will say Chelsea are playing a little bit differently here. I don't think Gusto is playing as the right wing back. I think Josh is playing as the right wing back, and James is kind of playing as the right centre back, and Gusto is kind of playing in the middle a little bit more. Kind of like what we saw in preseason, where Gusto was kind of playing in that inside Ted. He's playing a little bit more inside the majority of the time, which I think is to try and combat the fact that he's been utterly dreadful out there. Let's be honest. In the year after sophomore, can't remember what it's called. I should know this. I have an American kid. Not a junior, not a senior, not a sophomore. It's a. I know it. It's in there. It's in there. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. It'll come into me. It'll come to me eventually. It's got a weird. It's another one of the weird names. Is it a junior? It might be a junior. I think it is a junior. You have junior. What's the other one? There is another one though. There's a fourth one. I don't know what. I can't remember what it's called. What's the fourth one? It's a fourth name. I can't think of what it is. Cuenca forward, good ball, and Robert Sanchez has made a save, and the rebound has gone in from Gonzalo Garcia. Is he onside? I think he probably will be. Well, we talk about Penders powering things into danger. That was Sanchez doing it. He's been so bad today, I can't lie. Sanchez is just dreadful. Yeah, he's onside. Josh is keeping him on. So is Lequar, I think. Freshman. Freshman was the other one. I just remembered it. I couldn't think of what it was. I knew it had another weird name. Yeah, sophomore, freshman, junior, and senior. Those are the four I remember. Yeah, I've got to say, Cole has not been particularly great. Not to his standard, anyway. Let's say. I don't really know who you'd put on instead of him. Guess you'd bring Neto into left wing back and put Hart over. It's Bassi. It's good work from Palacios again. Plays it into Anthony Robinson. And Fulham have got the sails full of wind. The ball is a terrible one, though. It's going to fall to Oscar Bob. He's going to get away from Harto easily. But he's eventually shrouded out by Lavia and forced to go back. Castañas hangs it up to the back post and Sanchez saves this one. Again, it's just the same thing as the first half. Both teams being shit and both teams being good at the same time. Gattuso said it best. Sanchez has lined it up into the air to absolutely no one. Gusto will win the second ball, but not the third. Robinson's got to be careful here. He's going to walk into trouble. Oh, he got so lucky there. And Fulham will come back at us. His Berger. I just want Penders in goal. Just put Penders in goal. I don't get it. I don't get why he doesn't just play. Like, there's no point in being a second choice keeper. It's just not good for his development. He needs to play. It's Bob. King. Shrouded out and forced back to Bassi. Castagna. King again in the box. And this time it's defended well by Lavia, but at the expense of a corner. I think it will be Bob to swing this in. This one goes to the back post this time, and Sanchez will claim it. At least he's tall enough to do that still. He's asking for his team to get out quicker than they are, and they're not doing it. He's going to throw it out for Cole Palmer. It's a brilliant throw, actually. But Palmer can't quite collect it, and Cuenca comes across to just absolutely smash it into Rosed. They're all looking, waiting for the ball to come back down. I think it's gone to the moon. Nope, we've got a ball on the pitch now. Gusto will take the throw. Cole Palmer wins the throw. Alonso quite animated on the touchline, I will say. He's not happy about something, and, well, I mean, it's quite obvious. It's probably the scoreline he's not particularly happy about. Josh with the tackle. It's going to fall back to King. He's going to try and sweep it across, but only as far as Joel Harto. Here's Colwell. Back to Sanchez, and the nerves will come out as soon as he gets on the ball. But he's lined it to the left-hand side, seeking out Morgan Rogers. It's cut out by Castagna for a throw. Oh, you know one thing? One of the players I rate so highly in this Fulham team is Castagna. He's insane. It's considerably he's kind of getting to his later years in his career. He's phenomenal. I don't know how he runs up and down all the time and doesn't get tired. He's crazy. Sanchez, he might push. I think he will. Oh, well, there we go. First example of the 5-second rule on throws. We've just held the ball for too long and the refs have reversed it. I wasn't counting. Cuenca will play the ball forward. Gonzalo Garcia, fouled by Lacroix. He's going to try and take the free kick quickly and does. COYB. I mean, again, there's always going to be these teething problems. It's the first game of the season. We're away from home. Like, I'm not going to put too much criticism on certain things, but because, you know, players will be nervous, especially, you know, with a new manager and trying to impress him and things like that. I'm not going to put too much stock into the mistakes, but we need to iron them out quickly, and that's what these games are for. We've got a lot of games in London at the start of the campaign, so got to iron out these mistakes before it gets into the business end of the league. Because I think that we should be up there competing, genuinely. And some of the football we've seen today, we absolutely should. Here's Josh King. Ever-present annoyance. Berger swings the ball in and cleared by Lacroix. I do think, now that we've just crossed 60 minutes, that Chelsea might need a couple of fresh legs to be on the pitch. We do seem like we've ran out of steam a little bit. And Fulham are growing into the game. Here's a Iwobi. To Robinson. Around the corner for Palacios, but cut out by Achimpong. Not even in 4 competitions. We're in 3. Right? I'm trying to think if there's another one. I mean, does the Community Shield doesn't count. That's not even in that season. So if we won the FA Cup, it wouldn't matter. Here's Morgan Rogers. Oh, he just stood on the ball and lost it. There's a chance now. Bob into the box. Tackled by Harto. Good work from the Dutchman. I will say one thing that this... Oh, as the ball goes into the back post, it's too heavy for Robinson. One thing I will say is that we are seeing a little bit of a return, and this kind of suits Cole Palmer in a way. It's probably why he's been playing so well in this game. We're seeing a return to the kind of, you know, Mauricio Pochettino style of football where we are very, very good on transition. Long ball from Sanchez from the goal kick. It's going to go all the way to Rogers here. Dinks it into the box for Palmer. It's going to be cleared by Robinson. Back in from Reece James to Malo Gusto across the box. Oof. Try the first time cross. It was probably not the best option. James will see it back to Lacroix. It's James. Ball through the lines from Lacroix to Rogers, who nutmegs his man and gets it to Joao Pedro. He takes a strike. Oh, he needed to play that forward for Palmer. Wrong decision there from Joao Pedro. He's hungry for goals, though. Can't discredit him for that. See Enzo out there. Pedro Neto has also got his bib on. It's Enzo, Neto, and Welbeck, I think I've just seen, who are warming up. Reece James forward to Lavia. Morgan Rogers over the top for Cole Palmer into the box. Dinks it across, but can't quite get his foot around the ball as he was running up to the line. And Leno will grab that and sets COYB on his way. Ball's going to be played out to Palacios on the left-hand side. He's done pretty well, I will say, the new signing for Fulham, Palacios. Only cost them 8.5 mil, I think. So, pretty good. There he is again on the ball. Plays the ball in behind, but Harto with some good defending to stop King from getting in it. He's then fouled by the other new signing from Real Madrid, Gonzalo Garcia. Harto has also gone down with some cramp, it looks like, here. He's been doing a lot of running on that left-hand side. Is this a foul? Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's pretty soft, but it is a foul. He doesn't get any of the ball. Is Pep Chavaria on the bench? He is on the bench, but I believe he's injured. I think he's just on the bench to make up numbers, because I'm pretty sure he's also got some kind of knock. Changes are now going to come in. Enzo Fernandez is the first to make his way off the bench. Oh, Pep Chavaria, in fact, is coming off the bench, so he's not injured. I don't know where that... Okay, that reporter that told me that is a liar. Pep Chavaria is coming on. Shea Charles is going to be making his debut for Fulham as well. Obviously signed from Southampton for the opposition. It's Romeo Lavia coming off. There's big boos for Enzo Fernandez as he comes onto the pitch. And Lavia makes his way off. As we expect. I assume that Pep Chavaria change might be in response to Harto going down. And the Spaniard is now on the pitch. I've stayed rather consistent with my Pepsi. That's funny. I've stayed rather consistent with my opinion on Enzo. I don't care. I've said this. I just don't care. If he goes, who cares? Like, if he goes, right, we just get another defensive midfielder in that can play next to Caicedo. If he stays, then whatever. Like, there we go. I don't really care either way. I'm not particularly emotionally attached to Enzo in any way. Here he is for his first touch, and he gets it around the corner for Morgan Rogers. I do think that he will suit this system in terms of certain games. He's being booed quite a lot as he gets on the ball every time. Josh Achampong's dragged back, but he's used his strength well to shrug off Palacios. Here's Palmer. Into Josh Achampong across the box. Oh my goodness. The ball had so much pace on it, no one could catch it, but unfortunately the flag had gone up anyway for an offside on him. Estevao and Barco are also now being sent out to warm up, I will say, with their orange bibs on. I hate English, so I like him. I'm never going to be one of those people that are like that. Like, oh, you scored against my country, so now you're my enemy. I don't care. I think the entirety of the Argentinian national team, as a collective and their organisation, I think they are rather scummy. But individuals, I'm not gonna. I don't really care that much. Long ball from Bernd Leno, straight off the pitch. Apparently not. Apparently Robinson's kept that in. I don't think he did, but there we are. Ball backwards from Gonzalo Garcia has gone to COYB. He's given it away, and Reece James will win a throw. But yeah, Shea Charles now on for Fulham now, I believe. Will be going into one of those defensive midfield roles. Here's Enzo. Ball through the lines for for Pedro into Rogers. Out wide for Malagusto. Can he whip it in? Well, he can. It goes to the edge of the box for Pep Chavaria. Dinks it back in, but no one's there where he puts it. And the ball's been cleared. Can Lacroix deal with this? He's going to have to. Gonzalo, again, been dealt with by Lacroix. Brilliant work. And then Chavaria has been thrown to the floor. And what a throw. He's been brilliant, Lacroix, honestly. I think he's going to transform our season. He's so good. It's Palmer again. He's got Gusto outside of him. He's asking for some more support, though, and gets it from Josh Acheampong. Reece James to Enzo. Josh Acheampong to Palmer. I would very much imagine that Barco is also going to get the same treatment, by the way. Ball over the top from Fernandes is a brilliant one for Josh Acheampong, who gets it across, but too low, his cross, and it doesn't reach anyone. It's Palacios. He's going to get it forward here. Garcia, lovely little flick to Palacios. Lacroix's coming across, and he's going to shepherd this out for a throw. Or rather win a free kick. Brilliant work. Commentator saying it's Chelsea fans booing. Don't put any stock in it. I think there will be a subsection of Chelsea fans that are booing him. That's natural. The majority of Chelsea fans are English, but, you know, it will be the majority of the time. It will be the away fan, or, like, you know, the other teams that are doing that. Good little Cruyff from Palmer, gets it to Josh Acheampong. Forward for Malagusto into the box. Tries to get it across. I think that took a deflection, but not been given. I think Gusto's now just gone down with a bit of cramp as well. Quiet and Pepsi. We need a Merlot at the back. That's what we need. We used to have Stella at the back. He's gone. Ball cleared. It's Reece James. Gets it to Palmer. Reece is being battered by COYB. It's Lacroix to Enzo. James to Palmer. One thing I will say is this system is pushing Palmer out wide right way more than he was under Maresca, and even though he is playing as one of the quote inside 10s, he's not staying inside, and he's so much better out wide anyway. Here's Colwill to Pep Chavaria. Up for Joao Pedro on the left hand side. He's going to get past Bassi. Tries to take it to the byline, but Bassi a bit too strong for him to be able to do that. We need Koke and CDM. That was going to be one of the moves we made at one stage. Remember that being talked about quite a lot. Two changes for Fulham coming up. I think Kevin and Ryan Sessegnon are the two changes going to be made eventually. It's Sander Berge. I wonder how long it's going to be until Joao Pedro comes off for Welbeck. Is Robinson over the top, but cut out by Reece James. Here's Enzo forward for Rogers. Can't quite get the ball under his spell. It's going to be given away. Palacios around the corner for Shea Charles. Hughes again. Now Iwobi. Robinson. Iwobi again. Palacios. Cuenca. To Bassi. Fulham playing some good possession football here at the moment. Chelsea not getting near the ball so far. Seems like we're taking a bit of a rest after the hard work we've been putting in. Ball over the top to Robinson. Into the box. Well defended by Lacroix again. It will be cleared. But Fulham will get the ball back again. Here's Robinson once more. That's a good ball forward there to Josh King, who's cut inside and taken a strike, and it's just wide of the post. Oof. Dios mío, the defending has not been bueno. It's Lacroix this time that does get step past for the first time. It is wide from Josh King, but... Okay, Cesar Palacios is the first player being taken off. I think he'll be coming off for Kevin. Pedro Neto is stripped and ready on the sideline as well. And Berger has come on for Sessegnon, which is interesting. So Sessegnon's going to move over to Castagna's position. Castagna's going to move into midfield, I think. Maybe they might put Castagna into centre back and push Bassi up into midfield. I know Bassi can play there. We'll see. Maybe they've moved to a 5 at the back. Long ball from Sanchez. Straight into the head of Anthony Robinson. Here's Kevin for his first touch. Who's moved on to the left-hand side. He's tackled immediately by Josh Ashenpong. Great work. And Josh is going to get away from him as well. The amount of times Josh has been dragged back like that and the referee has not given any yellows. Ridiculous. Oh, King came off. Brilliant. No, I don't think King did come off. I think it was Kevin came on for Palacios and Berger came off for the other guy, for Sessegnon. I don't think King came off yet. Oh no, he's still there. Yeah, he's still on the pitch. Here's Pep Chavaria. To Lacroix. Across for Josh. Palmer. Up against COYB, he's going to beat him. Palmer's been insane today. He is so sharp. Like, it's completely night and day from what he was last season. Here's Gusto. Loses out to Robinson. COYB, back to Robinson. Tackled by Rogers, but it's going to fall back for COYB. Ball forward for Gonzalo Garcia. Oh, good little feat from Kevin to get away, and he's tried to play the ball for Josh King, but Reece James blocked him off and will get a yellow card. And he's gotten in his face there, Josh King, because he's not happy with how he's fallen to the floor there, Reece. That 3 yellows, 1 more. It's a clear foul. I don't really know what James is complaining about, if I'm being honest. Don't know if he said something to him. Pedro Neto has come on, as Malagusto has come off, so he should probably move into the wing-back spot. So we've often seen him play for Alonso. He Chelsea at most corners at full time. Here's Castagna in behind. Cross the box. Oh, just behind Garcia, and Chelsea will clear. Oh, it's a foul on the edge of the box from Enzo. And in fact, actually, it's been given the other way, with Calvin Bassey being given a yellow card for being simulation, and that will be over 3 yellows. I did think that was a bit of a theatrical one from Bassey. Let's see it. Yeah, absolutely nowhere near him. You fucking pansy. Get up. What a terrible example to set for your team as captain. You absolute prick. Game restarted with a free kick. Here's Sanchez forward. Searching out Pep Chavaria. He's a bit too short to win that in the air, I will say. The diminutive Spaniard. Micah Richards level. Actually, I don't like the fact that I know exactly what you're talking about when you say that. We love Big Meeks. Funny dude. Ball's going to be played back to Burton Leno. To Cuenca. Lines it. Searching out Anthony Robinson, who's through on goal here. And he's going to dink over the top of the goalkeeper, but very, very wide on his weaker right foot. Great run from the American. Oof. He was onside. It's Josh who gets the back ran off of him. Oh my god. We know Robinson's quick. Like he's been that way. I can't believe he's missed by that much. I know it's his weaker foot, but still. Okay, they're showing replays and I can't see the game, so I'm going to take that off. Fulham will get possession again. Through the lines for Kevin. So COYB to Anthony Robinson. He's going to line it for Kevin. And Josh this time is wise for the long ball. Here's Pedro Neto. James. Josh. Lines it. Searching up Joao Pedro. Unable to get it. James forward. Enzo forward. Rogers gives it away. Bit too cute in the middle there. Here's King again. Sessegnon was surging forward, but Pep Chavaria tracked him all the way and forces him back. It's Charles. To Cuenca. Out to Robinson. To COYB. Charles again. Kevin once more. Gets the ball back and it's cleared away from our box by Lacroix. He gets it up to Joao Pedro, who's hold up the ball very well. Here's Pedro Neto back into Pedro. Here's Palmer in the centre of the box. I think he's pulled up here. He's got a calf issue, Palmer. Ball's been swung into Joao Pedro, though. He's not going to reach it. I think it's just a bit of cramp. He's got a smile on his face. He is asking to be subbed, though. It's interesting to see, because he did pull up lame, and you know that usually... Cool. Always a concern. But he's asked to stay on for now. I think he did like substitute and then said 2. So I think he said let me run it off for 2 minutes is what I assumed he said. But Esteval will be the man who replaces him, I imagine. Ball over the top is tracked all the way by Pep Chavaria and out for a goal kick. And Giovanni Kenda is also being told to get to the bench and take his bib off. So the 2 youngsters coming on. I think Palmer is trying to get the ref to let them make the substitutions, but the referee has just told them to play on. It's going to be a long ball from Robinson. Enzo to Chavaria. Enzo again. Here's Lacroix. Josh Achampong. I will say the energy from Fulham has been phenomenal today. They've been all over us. They've kept it up for the entirety of the 80, which we seem to be getting a little bit tired. It's Calvin Bassey. Across the pitch to COYB. Now Kevin. Good 1-2. He tries to cut across, but Cole Palmer's in the way. And he's fouled Cole Palmer. It will be a free kick on the edge of the box. I think that'll be the last option that Cole Palmer or the last thing that Cole Palmer does as he comes off. Although, Anthony Robinson is now coming off for Muniz, who's going to obviously go up into the striker position. So I imagine Sessegnon's going to move out to the left-hand side. And then double change for Chelsea is Giovanni Kender and Esteval coming on for Palmer. And I guess Morgan Rogers, I imagine, will be the changes. Let's see. Our next match is on Thursday, I believe. It's a cup game against Luton. I don't actually know what time that is. Let me check what time that's kickoff. 7:30 on the 27th. Here's COYB. Chelsea with the fresh legs, pressing high. Joao Pedro has had the ball played off of him by Ryan Sessegnon, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Rogers getting a big round of applause from the crowd as he walks around the pitch. It's COYB again. Across the pitch for Bassi. Charles back to Bassi and now all the way back to Leno. So Kender is on to the left-hand side where Rogers was and Esteval's on the right. So yeah, just two straight swaps there. I think Palmer will be okay. It does seem like a little bit precautionary. I think he just felt something and then kind of said to the bench, "Hey, look, don't risk it." Long ball from Cuenca. For Sessegnon, who's on the left-hand side now, but who's there? Josh Acheampong. And Sessegnon gets the strike away, though, at the near post, and Sanchez this time is wise to it. Will be a corner. I had Lacroix, Palmer, and Rogers in FPL. I took out Lacroix for Palestra last minute, and then he didn't show up. I had Rogers in my... I had Palmer in my FPL, and I took him out for Rogers. So, I've got Rogers and Pedro in there, but... apart from that, nothing else has been particularly good. So terrible corner straight into the front post that's cleared away easily. And Sessegnon will then try and get the ball to the back post. And it's cleared away by Giovanni Kender, who's then going to try and break away. And he's shoved to the floor by Gonzalo Garcia there. And the referee's given nothing but a throw. I think that was another mistake from the referee. Oh, I just realised we can take the free space for... pretty much anything. I'm going to take the free space for Palmer being back to his best. Joao Pedro, brilliant work, and he's going to get it up to Giovanni Quenda. No, too much on it. And Leno will grab the ball. Well, in the second half, Fulham have been much better than us, we'll say. So now if we win the game, which we are looking quite close to doing, we just need a penalty for us to get another bingo, though. Got Sanchez and Welbeck. Look, my goalkeepers I chose this season, I chose Dubravka because he was really, really cheap. I thought he would get a few games because, you know, Kinski is dreadful. And then I chose Robin Roofs as my goalie. Five minutes to go. Will be a throw for Chelsea on the left-hand side for Pep Chavaria. Throws it up, but won by Bassi. It's headed behind. Oh, it's a good pick out from Esteval out wide right to Pedro Neto after Quenda played it to him. Here's Pedro Neto surging into the box. Dinks cross to the back post for... Oh, Joao Pedro. Oh, he got in the way of Kender a little bit there. Kender will win it back, though. Here's Pep Chavaria. Can't keep it on. Unfortunate. Rooster Charles. Honestly, I would take him. I would take it. You know, this is gonna sound really silly. I would take him just for the crowd thing. I love when the home crowd does the roofs thing when he takes a goal kick. It reminds me of the old thing. I don't know if you guys ever remember David Ospina playing for Arsenal, and they used to always do that for him as well. We don't have that with any of our goalkeepers. Build a little bit more atmosphere. You know, he is absolutely brilliant. Will you manage your team or is it set and forget? So I normally do set and forget because I'm just not very good at keeping on track of things, you know, ADHD and all that. I have committed this season I'm going to try and do it every week. I'm actually going to try because I didn't try. I don't ever try in my own league because before I was doing prizes, right? I was offering like, okay, we'll do, you know, prizes for whoever wins. Turns out no one wanted to respond to me when I said, hey, you've won this. So that's fun. So the prices never actually got given out. But now that I'm not doing it this season, hang on, Esteval tries to get it up to Pedro Neto. His pass is a bit short. But now that I'm not doing prizes, I mean, like, if I want to win my own FPL, I can. Like, it doesn't feel bad for me to win my own FPL. Is Enzo. Josh, cleared by Pep Chavaria. The ball's going to come back at us once more. Fulham are getting a lot of the ball here at the end. I linked my full name in our FPL. Well, you're lucky because you didn't have your actual. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's probably not a great thing. Like I say, for mine, I have a funny thing with mine where like I tell people in the Discord, which is where I run my FPL out of. I say like, hey, don't use your full name if you don't want to be doxxed because it puts your name on the leaderboard. But a lot of the people in there just did it anyway, just left their name. Castagna has just been given a yellow for stopping the break, I believe. Don't mind it. So also with 6 Chelsea players, they brought in Hendo, Welbeck, and Lacroix before they transferred. I had that with Lacroix, but when I tried to set my team, when I tried to change my team, it kept saying that I couldn't save the team unless I got rid of him. So I would have had Lacroix in there, but it forced me to change it. Oh, Sessegnon has miskicked this, and Pedro Neto will be trying to get that, and he's eventually conceded a corner, the Englishman. And this could be a late dagger for Chelsea if we win a goal from the set piece. We're good from set pieces. We've seen it. It'll be Esteval over it. Big Steve-O chant comes from the away crowd as he's going over to take this. There's so many Fulham players standing next to us right now, by the way. Oh, get back. They're not allowed to stand here. Short in the corner for Joao Pedro. Oh, we're actually going to hold it at the corner flag. They've won the throw immediately. I'm not sure why we did that. I guess we didn't want to risk them breaking on us. But ball's just going to come back at us now. Long throw from Sessegnon. Won by Enzo. Here's Reece James. Just going to get it back to Sanchez. It's supposedly going to be about 4 added minutes. Yeah, I got a Discord. If you want to join the Discord, it is linked in the description. Here's Kenda! Oh, Joao Pedro! Brace for Joao Pedro! And then the referee, the flag has gone up. I think Quenda might have been offside in the build-up. I bet it's because we couldn't decide on a routine. That is very funny. Yeah, Kenda is miles off. Miles off. Needs to time his run better than the young Portuguese. All over the top is going to fall for Pedro Neto here. If he can get it, Kevin will get there ahead of him, but it will be a Chelsea throw as the ball went off the side of the pitch. Five-second countdown's going up for Pedro Neto to take the throw, and he does eventually throw it in for Joao Pedro, who knocks it on for Kenda. Tries to get it forward for Esteval, a little bit too cute with the pass, and Enzo will pick it up in the middle. He's been thrown to the floor by Gonzalo Garcia, who has been doing that all game and still hasn't been cautioned. Will be a free kick to Chelsea. Cole Palmer has been given the player of the match by Alan Smith. There's 4 added minutes and we are into the second of those 4. Ball's been cleared away by Lacroix. Joao Pedro run onto this, and it's a great first touch. Can he get it forward for Esteval? He tries to, but good covering. Ball's been cleared, but only as far as Josh Achampong. He can't get it to Reece James. Here's COYB. He's going to line it. Pep Chavarria's on the cover, though, on that left-hand side and stops the out ball. He's going to go back to his Spanish compatriot in Robert Sanchez, who's lined the ball up the pitch, and it's just going to come straight back at us. Calvin Bassey with a little bit of a heavy touch, but no one was pressing him, so no harm, no foul there. 2 minutes to go. Fulham with the ball. Long ball from Cuenca. Muniz wins it, and it's Garcia. Good block from Lacroix. We're inviting the pressure on us here by the way we're playing. Don't think Xabi Alonso will be happy with this. Ball's gone in again. There's a horrific dive from Garcia in the box. He should be getting booked for that, by the way. That is embarrassing what he's just done. Checked and cleared immediately. I really don't know why the ref hasn't booked him for simulation. Ball forward for Esteval. He's not going to reach this, though, as Cuenca will cover. And Leno's going to drive from outside his box now. Bassey. Enzo with the pressure makes him give it away to Kenda. Enzo again. Good little shift of his feet, and he can play it here forward, but he's not going to. I don't know why he didn't play it back to Kenda there. What's he doing? It's Charles. Fulham need to go forward here. And they have, but it's a good tackle from Josh Achampong. Now Esteval gets away from Iwobi. Enzo around the corner for Pedro Neto into the box here. He's got time to pick out a cross if he wants to. He's just going to go to the corner flag. But Fulham are just going to win it back off him now. And now he's going to win it back again. Good work from Pedro Neto now. And he gets past two. Oh, and he tried to shoot. What are you doing, you absolute donkey? Put it across the box, man. What are you doing? 15 seconds. Long ball from Leno. Won by Muniz. Smashed away by Pedro Neto. Achampong forward. Kenda will sniff for this, and it's been sent back to Leno. One final chance for Fulham if they want to get the ball forward. The referee's given him that opportunity. Ball has gone forward. Cleared away by Josh Achampong, but not well enough. To Muniz, he takes a strike, and it's central, and Sanchez will comfortably save that. And that's the full-time whistle. Breathe. Breathe. Xabi Alonso era starts off with a win, but it was not easy. And I said this in my Premier League predictions, that I thought Fulham were going to be one of those teams that does pretty well this season for their standards. And if they play like that in every game, then they will do. Jesus. They're absolutely shattered on the pitch, and like they should be, because they've been running around like lunatics. Goal for Morgan Rogers, goal for Joao Pedro, goal for Cole Palmer. All three of the front three getting involved. Love to see it. And considering the players we had absent in arguably our most important player, and Moises Caicedo not being there, I'll take that. Better than Manchester United, Liverpool and Arsenal. Not Arsenal. Better than United, definitely. Better than some of the other big teams that failed to win their opening game. Let's see, where does that put us in the table? That puts us into 6th place. So we're above Man City, we're above Ipswich, we're above Leeds, we're above Liverpool, we're above Newcastle. We're obviously above Manchester United, we're above Spurs, we're above Villa. Brighton finished the match week on top with their 4-0 win, rather. Always better than Arsenal no matter what. I have to be diplomatic and disagree, unfortunately, but personally I would say yes. Thank you guys for hanging out as ever. We will be back again on Thursday if I can find the I don't know what channel the Luton Chelsea game is on, because if it's not on Sky Sports then I will not be able to watch it. And I might have to do a Discord stream for it. I'm not sure. When is this being shown? What channel is it being shown? It's being shown on Sky Sports Plus, which I can get, thank God. So we will be back then. Yeah, so that's Thursday, the 27th of August on the 19th, rather at 7:30. So I'll be live at 7:15 for that one. And hopefully we get another win there and get through to the third round of the FA Cup. FA Cup? EFL Cup, I think it is. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out as ever. Have a good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. And I'll see you in the next